Hey guys, it's Rachel Gibbs. It is our last session of our Canva Tech Tuesday, and I went ahead and pre-recorded this one just to make sure I could get it out to you guys in time, and you would have the opportunity to watch it whenever works well for you. This last session is going to be on app smashing. We'll talk a little bit about what that means, and then I'm going to share some ideas with you. I'm actually going to move through this one pretty quick. There's a lot to explore. There are a lot of resources that I'm sharing for this session, and I want to make sure that you have an introduction and some ideas with how you can combine some apps together with Canva. But I really want you to have time to explore through the resources and really find what would work well for you. So I'm going to try to keep the video short so that you have time to just kind of do whatever is best for you in your classroom. Reminder that you can get to all the resources at bit.ly/Canva Tech Tuesday. And that's also where you can find all of the previous videos for all of the Tech Tuesday sessions that we have done featuring Canva. So if there is a session that you missed and you'd like to go back and watch it so that you can get full credit for all of the sessions, then you are welcome to go back and do that on your own pace. And actually, I'm going to show you at the end of this video too where you can go to check off which sessions you did view, and you can receive PD credit for all of those sessions that you attended. All right, so our app smashing session is set up just a little bit different. When you get to the slide for this one, you're going to notice that there is one big kind of choice board there for you to click on, and we'll open that up in a minute, and I'm going to go through a few different apps that work pretty well with Canva. So first off, though, just to make sure that you understand exactly what we're talking about when we say app smashing, basically, that just means that you are taking Canva, the application Canva, and then also utilizing another application along with it to kind of increase that the power of the application by pairing it with another very equally powerful application to do even more awesome things in your classroom. With Canva, they offer a lot of apps that are actually built in. So when you look to the menu to the left, one of the options is apps. So there are tons and tons of apps that you can find if you just kind of peruse through here. A lot of them are very kind of specialized and specific. So I am not going to even kind of scrape the top of the barrel with all the things that you can do with apps. So feel free to explore. What I tried to do was pick some apps that I felt might be most powerful just for educators in general, or also some apps that pull from our Madison City Schools core applications and programs. So those are some of the ones that I'm going to highlight today, but do know that they have tons of apps available. Some of the ones we'll talk about today are the ones you can find in the Canva app catalog that kind of embed into Canva projects, but some of them are also going to be apps that we use outside of Canva and ways that you can utilize Canva content within those other apps. All right. So when you're ready, you can come here and click on the infographic and you'll be able to follow along with me. So I'm going to actually pull the choice board up in this separate window. All right, so we're going to start out with Wakelet. All right, so Wakelet, probably you have seen this one before. I know a lot of people use Wakelet either to actually put together their newsletter or to house maybe all of your newsletters in one place. Or to keep collections of any kind of resource that you want to be made available to parents or your students or whatever. So it's a really great place to store and categorize things if you have not played with Wakelet before. And on each of these pages, I'm going to have for you a couple of like tutorial type videos that you can watch if you want to dive even deeper. And then also I've tried to include some examples for you of different ways you could utilize it. So with Wakelet, what's really great with Canva is that it is really easy to just grab a public view link from Canva and then embed that into a Wakelet. So this one is just kind of showing a newsletter example of a collection of newsletters made from Canva templates that are all in one place. And then I really like this example, kind of looking at how you might house like resource or research materials for your students. This one's looking at Frida Kahlo. So if students were studying a historical figure, or if they are looking at even a lower grade concept like geometric shapes, or weather, anything like that where you want students to be able to explore and gather resources, you can kind of house and collect all those resources in one place with Wakelet. You can say there's like a read aloud category, all kinds of things that you can do to bring all that information in one place for students to explore. So that's Wakelet. I was going to pull Wakelet up just really quick, so that you can sort of see what that looks like. So when you get into Wakelet, it's free and you can sign in with your Google account. It's really easy to use. Once you're in, you can just create a collection. They give these different formats for you. I'm going to go into the newsletter one, and it's really easy to do. You can just basically paste a link in. All these are just suggested sections in this format, and you can delete those if you don't want them. But I can go to Canva. I'm going to grab my Tech Tidbits letter from a while back. I'm going to just copy that view link. You can use either the view link or the public view link. Either way should work fine. And then I can just paste that right over, and it's going to pop right into the Wakelet. So really easy to do, a really easy way to put all your Canva creations in one place if you want to. All right, so next up is Book Creator. A little bit of a disclaimer on Book Creator. It is a paid application, but I think the free version is pretty generous. I think you get like 40 free books on the paid version, and I believe you can connect your students. I'm not 100% sure on the connecting students part, but I think that you can. And I know you get several books for free with the free version of Book Creator. With Canva for this one, the obvious benefit is being able to download images or illustrations that students can create within Canva, almost with like graphic designer level of imagery, and then put those right into the books that they're creating with Book Creator to create these digital books that can be shared. There are a few examples linked in here. This one is example of a template that could be used to house literature circles for students. This one was, I thought, a cute example of a quadrilaterals book that you could have your students create, looking at the attributes of different kinds of shapes. All right, YouTube is a really simple one to do, and it's probably one that you've already used before. But YouTube is one of the apps that is built into Canva. So when you go to the app catalog over here, you can just search for YouTube. It will pop up for you. And then from there, if you are wanting to embed like a tutorial or a read aloud for your students, you can do that. Or if it's students that are putting something in for a project that they've created, tigers, if we're doing animal research, or something like that, students can easily look up videos that they can embed that way. I use the YouTube app in Canva a lot when it comes to creating like project guides like this one, where students can click into these different tutorial videos and learn really easily and quickly how to do different things. I also tested out using it with students recently in a classroom, and this template is available on Clever. It's a kind of intro, all about me. Activity, and I did it with lower grades. I did it with a second grade classroom. It went really well. That kind of introduces them to all the things that they can do with Canva, and it gives them the opportunity to use that app to embed a video of their favorite animal here, and then they end up actually recording themselves talking about their poster here. QR codes is a pretty self-explanatory one. I know a lot of us have been using QR codes for a long time, but Canva does have a QR code creator built in, so that's just always a good thing to know. You've got that QR code generator built in that you can utilize if you need to create one right in Canva to put into your presentation. And there's all different ways really that you can utilize QR codes with Canva. This web page has a lot of great ideas for things that you might not have thought of that you could use QR codes for. Within Canva, one thing that I have found it to be really beneficial for is, especially if you're having students create presentations on Canva, research presentations. QR codes are great for maybe if you want to have them doing a video talking about their presentation, or to link just a recording, of their voice talking about what it is that people are viewing. You can stick that QR code on the project, and then it can be scanned. Even in like a physical sense, I could see that being something that's really useful. Maybe our presentation posters are out in the hallway, but if we have a QR code attached, then it can kind of become an interactive presentation, because those people viewing our posters can scan the QR code and hear the student who created that project actually talking about what they are presenting in a very authentic fashion. It's a great way to use QR codes. Okay, maps is another really cool one. And let's say that we are having students present on something that happened in a different place in the world, or even a particular place here in our state or in our country. And part of that is being able to embed a map. Or I know sometimes we do research into explorers. You can have them create a map and even animate the way the route took place that explorer covered. So if you go to apps and just search for maps, that one's going to pop up for you. Can open it up, and then you can really search for absolutely anything. So maybe if we're doing some Greek, looking at our Greek roots, and maybe we want to find a map of the Greek Parthenon, I can just click and embed that right into the presentation, and then students can do whatever they need to with that project. Also, a great thing, like if you are putting out almost a hyperdoc type activity for your students, where they are going to research with different resources that you're linking into the Canva for them, and then maybe do something later on in the presentation. Being able to embed a map is a great way to do that, and you can actually interact with the map, and they can actually zoom in or out and actually explore the map within Canva, which is pretty cool. All right, Pear Deck. So I know generally we think of using Pear Deck with Google Slides, which is usually the case with Pear Deck. You do have to open Pear Deck from Google. But one thing that I realized recently is that Canva actually has an entire set of Pear Deck templates. So if you are on the homepage in Canva and you just search Pear Deck, it's going to bring up for you all kinds of Pear Deck templates that they have already created for you. So you can click into any of those and kind of alter it however you want, but they're created with those Pear Deck question types in mind, so that it's very easy to alter these presentations. And then when you're ready to dump it into Google Drive and put those question types on it, it's very easy to just click share, and then you can go to see all, and then you'll see where you can actually share it to your Google Drive. So that'll make it very easy. You just share it as a PowerPoint template in your Google Drive. It will open up in your Google Drive for you. You may have to play just a little bit with some of the formatting that might change, but I don't think it changes it too terribly. They have that in mind with these Pear Deck templates. And so then you can open it up from there and go straight into your Pear Deck app and add those question types on. All right, Seesaw is another application that is used a ton. And similarly to Pear Deck, Canva also offers Seesaw templates. So you can search for Seesaw as well, and you're going to find tons of templates that have been created that are going to work very well with Seesaw. So those also can be edited and then dumped right into your Seesaw application and utilized with your students. Also, just remember that Canva is a great place just to design different templates that you want to use within Seesaw, just because you can do so much with Canva and really organize things the way you want. So whether it be graphic organizers, book reviews, research projects, Canva is a great place to start, and then download that as a PNG image and add it into Seesaw. And this video up here talks a little bit about that. Google Classroom, I'm not going to spend a ton of time on this one. We've already kind of touched on Google Classroom with Canva. We talked about how you can share what you have created in Canva through Google Classroom. Sometimes if you already use Google Classroom, that might make it a little bit easier, but just kind of a reminder of how seamless it is to utilize Google Classroom. When you go to share something, it is built right in here. So you can link something straight to your Google Classroom if you just want to share a template that you want everyone to be able to get to and edit. You can share a can edit template with everyone, or if you're just putting out a resource that you want to share that you created, that's really easy to share straight to your Google Classroom. Or you can create assignments. So when you create an assignment, you get that option to assign through Google Classroom, and you can use that to assign different things to your students that you want to create a copy for every single student. So you can choose that option to create a new design for each student and share that through your Google Classrooms. That's a great thing you can do. And then the last one that I wanted to hit on, we can't forget about plugging AI in there somewhere. So there's also lots of ways that you can utilize Canva with ChatGPT or ChatGPT to help you with Canva. So just a few ideas here. And also one really cool thing is that Canva now has a ChatGPT plugin, or a Canva plus ChatGPT plugin that you can utilize. So I have that linked here too, just to kind of see what that looks like when you go into ChatGPT through the Canva plugin. Like let's say that I want motivational posters for a classroom. So you can give it a prompt. You're going to have to allow the plugin. All right, and it's going to create some starter ideas for posters for me. So that's just one. I can reprompt it again if I don't really like what I got out of that, or I can click into it and play with it myself. So I think they're still kind of working around with that. It's kind of an in beta new kind of thing, but just another cool thing to know is out there. Really, I know just kind of skim the surface. So I want you guys to really take some time to dig into the ones that you're most interested in and reach out if you need more information from me. I did also want to share with you on the last slide now of our Tech Tuesday guide. You're going to find a link here that you can click into, and you can let me know which sessions you attended. I know we ended up doing most of our sessions just as pre-recorded sessions that you watched on your own time. So I wasn't really able to keep attendance the way that I wanted to. So you can click into that and indicate to me which sessions you attended, and you will receive a half-hour credit for each of those. So make sure that you click into that and let me know which sessions you viewed before you leave for the break, so I can make sure that you are assigned credit for that. All right, guys, thank you so much for attending our Canva Tech Tuesday sessions. I really hope that it was beneficial and that you got something out of it. Again, if there's anything that we've talked about through any of these sessions that you need more information about, or if there's something you want to try and you are just nervous to try it on your own and you want me to come be there with you, then I am happy to do that. So please reach out to me if there's anything at all that I can help you with, and keep your eyes open. I will be putting out a new Tech Tuesday in the second semester, which is going to focus on a couple of our other core applications and programs in Madison City. All right. Thanks, guys.